I'm Doug Massey, and if you're looking for final expense leads in 2023, then this is the video you'll definitely want to see, as I'm going to cover what agencies you can go to for free leads and why you might want to go that route. We're going to talk about generating your own leads, along with the benefits of doing so, of course. I'll also be touching on what leads to absolutely avoid, and finally, I'm going to share what my favorite lead options for final expense agents are for selling face-to-face versus remote telesales. And guys, keep in mind that the leads we use for face-to-face are not usually the same leads that we would use for selling final expense remotely. When it comes to free leads, there is an insurance agency that comes to mind, and I am going to share some of the pros and cons of working with that agency. There is no such thing as free leads. And yes, this is the perfect time to like this video, and we do recommend that you subscribe if you're new to our channel. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like pretty much every week. If the leads were truly free, and you're getting like real free leads, your first year commissions would be at the same level that I start our agents at, which is right around 110% for the first year commission for the main products. Companies with free lead programs generally either give you a super low commission, or they give you like no commission and then pay you as a LOA, a licensed only agent. Check this out, guys. If you'd like a copy of my telesales objections and rebuttals cheat sheet, stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get this sucker for yourself. One of the biggest free leads agencies, Senior Life Services of Vero Beach, has some pros and cons to working with them. Coincidentally, their office just happens to be a few miles away from my home, and let me tell you, it's a really beautiful building, so they must be doing something right over there, right? The positives of working with this company, and FYI guys, this information was collected from agents that I personally know and work with on a regular basis. First, they will teach you how to sell final expense insurance over the phone on their dime. Second, you don't have to pay for leads. And the way I see it, this is pretty important for new agents who maybe don't have enough money to invest into their own insurance business, or aren't willing to, really. That's what it usually comes down to. And hold on guys, hold on. Don't start to reach out to this company yet. The information that I'm about to share with you is not designed to defame or hurt Senior Life Services or put them down in any way. Simply said, they're going to give you like a very low commission level. It's usually, I believe, around 50% first year commission in exchange for those free leads, which in my opinion is very fair. I mean, they're taking all the risks on agents that won't invest into themselves. The negatives are that a lot of their leads are pooled, and a large group of agents are all working them at the same time. And that means some of the folks that you speak with are going to be a little upset because you're going to be one of many agents who call them. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You're getting hung up on, you're getting cussed out, and some of these people are gonna say some really mean things to you too. That's not even the worst part. The worst of it is that whether this company works out for you or not, if you decide that you want to work with another agency or as an independent insurance agent elsewhere, Senior Life Services does not have a reputation of releasing your contract, so you probably won't be able to use like American Amicable and their other products for a while. We're talking like you're gonna have to go like 6 months without using their carriers before you can use them with another agency. Whoa, easy there, fellas. It's not the end of the world, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. Remember, agencies like mine see this in the industry like all the time, and most of us are pretty prepared. That's why I work with a lot of carriers and give our agents like a lot of alternatives so that really, they can survive the 6 months before getting access to those carriers. And a lot of times what we're finding out is they'll go the 6 months and then we'll offer like American Amicable and they'll be like, dude, I don't even want to use that company anymore. So there is a second alternative for free leads. David Duford, FE Agent Mentor, Duford Insurance Agency. I'm not actually sure what it's called, but what I do know about Dave is that he does have a free lead program, so you'll get training and won't have to pay out of pocket for leads. Now, here's the thing. If you're doing face-to-face sales, he doesn't have a free lead program for telesales, because in most cases, he's probably experienced something like what I've experienced, is that it just really doesn't work telesales-wise. But yeah, free leads, face-to-face, David Duford. And guys, as far as the type of leads that Dave is using, I'm not 100% sure. I have a feeling that it's like a combination of Facebook and direct mail leads, if I remember our conversation. And he does start with commission levels around 50 to 60%. Very important, guys. Dave owns what I believe to be one of the few honest and legitimate agencies that actually will release you if things don't work out. Or he'll at least give you the option to increase your commissions to broker levels if you decide to start buying and or generating your own leads. If you know the industry, that says a lot. When it comes to independent insurance agents, the future is all about, and this is my opinion, generating your own leads, especially if you're doing like remote final expense sales, telesales. You can have a Facebook calendar appointment system put on your computer. And the thing is, there's a lot of different companies that are going to charge you to do this. They'll set it up, teach you how to do the whole 9 yards. Costs are usually around $5,000 to $10,000. But here's the thing. Most people are just not that tech savvy. Or if they're like me, they just don't have the patience that it takes to start seeing the results that you're going to want to see by using a system like this. But for the right agent, having complete control over your leads and being able to control the quality of your leads is pretty huge. Thankfully, for most of us who can't generate their own leads without paying, like way too much per lead, there are agencies just like mine that will pay you full commissions and help to generate your appointments and leads for you. So all the agents have to do is basically set their weekly advertising budget and sell, sell, sell. For face-to-face final expense agents, in my opinion, the best lead return on investment wise that you can buy is the internet or Facebook lead. Whether you're generating it yourself or, like I said, you're purchasing it, as long as you're not paying more than, I want to say, like $15 per exclusive lead, these leads are most likely the way to go. Like I said, this is for face-to-face. Direct mail leads that are exclusive are great, but they're just too expensive nowadays. And, in all transparency, they're just not nearly as effective as they were back when I was driving all over Florida, writing like $300,000 to $400,000 of annualized premium per year. And nowadays, when it comes to face-to-face sales, you will need to door knock your leads, as what the deal is. Most purchased internet leads are not going to answer the phone anyways, and it doesn't matter whether it's direct mail or not. If you're selling face-to-face with final expense, you got to expect to do a lot of door knocking. Now, when it comes to selling remotely, doing final expense telesales, the two types of leads that work the best are: one, inbound live TV commercial call-in leads, which I hate to say it, usually costs around $65 to maybe even like $85 per lead. And two, the calendar appointment internet leads, where the clients actually fill out a form online requesting a quote for the insurance and then inadvertently set an appointment on the agent's calendar to speak with that specific agent to get a quote. We're seeing an abnormally high success rate for newer agents who are using our calendar leads and appointment system compared to what we've seen in the past. And for this reason, I would have to say I am definitely biased towards the calendar leads over the very expensive TV commercial leads. For a copy of the telesales objections and rebuttals cheat sheet that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on selling final expense remotely using our top producer calendar appointment remote final expense sales platform, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else should fall right into place. Now, get out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.